Samuel and Mary went to the same primary school and later the same secondary school. Their mother's quarrel lived in the compound. It did not follow them through the school gates. Inside the school, there were no mothers watching. They kept talking. They kept sitting near each other at lunch. They kept sharing textbooks and arguing about football and little things. At home, they were careful. They knew the rules even if they did not follow them. Whenever Bola caught Mary near Samuel, she would grab her daughter by the wrist and pull her inside the house without saying a word. Her face said everything. Mary would come back outside later with her face calm and her chin up, carrying whatever her mother had said to her quietly inside herself. Ngozi was different. She never shouted in front of people. She was the type to call Samuel's name the exact moment he and Mary were talking and give him something to do. Carry water, move fabric, go to the shop. The task she gave him was never urgent, but it was always enough to separate them. The years passed. Samuel and Mary grew taller. They studied harder. The mango tree in the yard grew bigger. And then one day, they finished senior secondary school. When their exam results came out, both of them passed. Samuel's scores were good enough for university, and Ngozi cried in her room when nobody could see her. She cooked jollof rice and invited her church friends and told the story of everything she had sacrificed for this boy so many times that her friends had the whole story memorized before the food was even served. Her son was going to university. This was everything she had worked for. Mary passed too. Her scores were actually better than Samuel's, but passing exams and paying school fees are two different things. Kule's job had been getting worse for 2 years. The company cut his salary, then they cut it again. There was a time he was not paid at all for 3 months. The family had been using whatever Bola made at the food stall to survive. University fees, accommodation, feeding money, textbooks. When Bola sat down and added it all up, the money was too much. She told Mary as gently as she could that there would be no university, not this year. Maybe things would improve later. Mary did not cry in front of her mother. She walked to the back of the compound near the mango tree and stood there alone for a while. Then she came back in and asked her mother what time they needed to start cooking in the morning. She began working the food stall full-time. She was not just an extra hand, she changed things. She started writing down every single expense in a notebook. She found a cheaper tomato supplier. She added pepper soup to the menu, then fresh fish stew, then a takeaway service for nearby offices. The customers increased. The money improved. What used to be Bola's small roadside table became a proper business with a canopy and plastic chairs and a full menu board. Bola's business was doing very well because of the great effort that Mary was putting into it.